Peace, family. Hello. Welcome to another conversation about the Crown Elements hair care products. My name is Jocelyn Renee, and I invite you to think of me as your digital loctician. One of the things that I strive to do every week, if not multiple times a week, is come here on live to help you cultivate the healthiest of the locks possible. And I support you having healthy locks with my hair care line, Crown Elements. Now, this is a shameless promo, if you will, but it also works. I have formulated this entire hair care line to be for people that have locks and are striving to cultivate locks in a holistic, healthy way through botanical hair care products. All right. And so today's conversation is going to be about two of my favorite products, the main radiance oil and the moisture infusion. I'm sorry, but both of them together are known as the moisturizing duo. Peace, everybody. So what I want you to do, because I don't like to just talk at you, I like to make this a conversation. If you're watching me live or if you're catching the replay, in the comment section, share your name and how your locks feel today. What do they feel like? If you could use one word to describe how your locks feel, this one always has something going on. In the comments, describe when you touch your locks, how do they feel? So check in your name and how are your locks feeling today? I see Cherie is here, Patrick, Selenia, Tanya, Trey, Jazz. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I apologize for the confusion if you were on here at 4. On Mondays, we're here at 4:30. All right. I also come on live on Thursdays. Thursday is our Q&A portion. Mondays is our info session about the Crown Elements products. So we have a few people here with us live. And Cherie in Chicago says that today their locks are feeling soft. Janet says moist and tight. I hope not too tight, not causing you any issues. Reggie holding it down for the fellas here says locks feeling chill. I like that. Kayla's here. Locks are feeling soft. Ooh, I love the name. Nake? Nakea? Ooh, can you give me the phonetic spelling? It says their locks are feeling soft. Sharonda's here. Peace, Sharonda. I feel like I've seen you before, so I'm happy that you've come back. Their locks are feeling somewhat dry. It's typical about this time of the year. Sherry is here. Peace, Sherry. Oh my gosh. You're here and your locks are feeling cool. I like that. Shondell says they feel protected. I use rose water and aloe. What a wonderful combination. Tassini, I, I apologize if I'm messing up your name. Blue locks are feeling soft. Trey says soft. A lot of soft. I love that. Nadia's here. Says they not too dry. I dig. Nayeke. Ooh, that's beautiful. All right. So I'm so happy that you're here with me live and I appreciate you. If you're just popping in, just joining, feel free to share in the comments your name and how your locks are feeling today. For those of you that may just be popping on or may never have caught me live before, my name is Jocelyn Renee. And again, you could think of me as your digital loctician. Today, we're going to be talking about the moisturizing duo. The moisturizing duo is actually a combination, or it's a bundle rather, of two products, the Moisture Infusion, which is an herbal moisturizer, and our main radiance oil, which actually is an emollient oil. One of the things that we had a conversation about, I want to say a couple weeks ago, talking about the differences between oils. And so just bringing that or rehashing that really quickly, the main radiance oil is actually an emollient oil. Does anybody know what an emollient oil is? Or rather, does anybody not know what an emollient oil is? If you don't know, press a 0. If you don't know what an emollient oil is, press a 0. And if you do know what one is, share in the comments. Let's see what we know, what we got going on here. All right, so quite a few zeros in the comment section. Okay. It's okay. So we're going to break that down. All right. So for those of you that might not know what an emollient oil is, all right. So the difference being, I'm not going to rehash the whole oil conversation, but specifically what an emollient oil is. Before I answer that question, I have another question for you. When your hair feels dry, I know a lot of people said their hair feels soft. So I'm sure when it felt dry, you did something. When your hair felt dry, or whenever your hair feels dry, what do you use? What do you do to your hair? Press a 1 if you put an oil on it. Press a 2 if you put a moisturizer on it. Press a 3 if you go ahead and wash your hair, so you shampoo. If you do something different, press a 4 or share what it is that you do. So what do you use when your hair feels dry? And I'm asking you this because our conversation today is only going to be maybe about 5 more minutes, because it's not going to take me long to break down these products. But I want to help you understand how you can best use my products or any products that you're using, because I firmly believe that you should be using products with purpose. So whatever the purpose is that you're trying to solve, that is what you should be using it for. All right. So I have quite a few people here that says 2, using a moisturizer. Kimberly says 1 and 2. Michelle says I go ahead and wash my hair. Sherry says I put water to my hair. Hey, baby girl. You want to say hello? No? Okay. Omega says I spray with water and oil. Okay, so you do moisturizing, right? So we know that moisturizer is a water based process, right? So if you're using a moisturizer or putting water to your hair, you're falling in the 2 section. In manners says I wash my hair. All right, so I am happy to see that not a lot of people are saying 1, but oftentimes a lot of people do go to 1. When their hair feels dry, instead of moisturizing, they reach for an oil, right? Because a lot of oils will tell you this is a moisturizing oil. This oil is going to hydrate your hair. That tends to be kind of some of the language that's used. Well, the difference between oils, or specifically what an emollient oil is, emollient oils support moisture. So they support moisture retention. So if you saw in the comments, a lot of people were saying they moisturize and then they put their oil on. That is the way that you should be moisturizing your hair. And when you do that, the type of oil you use after the moisturizer matters. Because if you're using an oil that is not going to support your moisturizer, you're not going to have as lasting of a moisturizing feeling to your hair when in comparison to an emollient oil. So emollient meaning it's going to support the retention of moisture in the hair. And part of the moisturizing duo is our main radiance oil, which is an emollient oil. So when you apply the moisture infusion first to your hair, spray it throughout your locks, then you go in with your main radiance oil. The main radiance oil will support or keep the moisture in your hair longer. All right. Now, I always get the question, if you put oil on your hair, isn't that going to block future moisture? Isn't it redundant to then go in a couple days later to put a moisturizer on your hair because you've already put an oil to your hair? Well, with our products, and I'm speaking right now from our product perspective, Crown Elements, this oil is a medium viscosity oil. It's Does anybody not know what viscosity means? If you don't know what a viscosity means, press a 5. There's no shame, okay? I always say it's not a spelling bee. There's no shame. If you have a question, always ask, okay? Always ask. There's no dumb or wrong questions, okay? So I dedicate a whole live on Thursday for questions, because a lot of times we have questions we may feel uncomfortable asking, and I want you to feel safe to ask them and know that in this space, anything goes. All right. So I see some 5s. I'm happy that I can answer this for you. So viscosity refers to how thick an oil is. Think of like castor oil. If you've never, or if you've ever tried castor oil or jojoba oil, that's another good one. In its pure form. So not mixed with any other oils, just the pure castor oil or pure jojoba oil. If you've ever felt them in your hands, they have like a thickness to them. If you were to put it on your hand, it would kind of like slowly drip down. Whereas if you think of like a grapeseed oil or almond oil, which are much lighter, they have a light viscosity. You put them on your hand, they're going to roll down pretty fast. All right. So the viscosity is going to determine how long it's going to sit on the hair. And so the main radiance oil has a medium viscosity, meaning that it's going to help support the moisturizer, but over time, it is going to penetrate into the hair so that it, for lack of a better word, evaporates, so that you're able to go back in your regimen, apply your moisture infusion in a couple days, and repeat the process. And you don't get buildup. This is why people that use heavy viscosity oils, your hair may feel softer, but you often have a lot of lint in the hair, or in a couple weeks, your hair tends to feel dry because it's blocking moisture. The viscosity is too thick. All right. So the good thing with the main radiance, it has a medium viscosity. So it allows you to go back into your regimen and use them again. All right. So we have an emollient oil, and then the moisture infusion is an herbal moisturizer, which means it's going to help to strengthen the hair. The base of the moisture infusion is rose water. We all know how great rose water is for our locks, because it helps to strengthen the hair in addition to it being able to penetrate into the hair shaft. All right. So the moisturizing duo, you can use them together. It's like a harmonious usage of products. All right. They are also great because they balance each other. We talk a lot about this as it relates to shampoos. Like if you use a shampoo from this line and this line, same kind of thing applies when you use an oil from this area and a moisturizer from this product line. They might not have a synergy. They might not work well together. So using a moisturizer and an oil from the same company gives you balance and make sure your hair feels balanced using it. Now, if you've never tried the moisturizing duo, Cherie says, I do moisturizing combo every few days. I got a schedule now, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Yeah, it's really good to have a schedule. That way you don't forget. All right. Deidre says, I'm excited to use these 2 products. I received them in the mail a couple days ago. Yay! Thank you so much for your support. I have a treat for those of you that may not have the moisturizing duo and want to try it out. I have a treat for you at the end. I want to talk really quickly or at length, depending on if you have any additional questions, about incorporating these 2 products in your regimen. So maybe you've been using products from another line. Maybe your locks have been feeling dry. Maybe you've been looking for a product home, products that you can use on your locks in totality, and you're thinking about giving Crown Elements a try. If you were to purchase and want to use the moisturizing duo as your moisturizing system, I would be so grateful. But also, how you would do that, you want to first start with washing your hair. So let's say it is Monday. You order the products, they get to your house on Friday, and you're like really excited. I want to try them. This is great. They talked about how the oil is emollient, the moisturizer is herbal. Like, yes, I'm ready. If it has been at least a week since you washed your hair, you don't want to go ahead and apply your product because you'll be wasting it. All right. You've already put in your hair the products that you've been using oil moisturizer that you've been using for however long, before you start incorporating new products, I apologize for my hands being in the camera. Before you start incorporating new products, you want to go ahead and cleanse your hair, like starting with a fresh palette, fresh canvas, so that you can truly feel the products in your hair. So you order it today, gets to you Friday, Saturday. Let's say it's not wash day. Hold off. Wait until the next time you wash your hair. Soon as you wash your hair, you've cleansed your hair. So making sure you're using clarifying shampoo. You then immediately after towel drying, once you applied your conditioning treatment, hopefully that's like an herbal rinse, you then want to put your moisturizer in your hair so you can apply your moisture infusion. You always want the last type of moisture in your hair to be something strengthening, so like your moisturizer. So you put the moisturizing duo on your hair, moisture infusion, and then you follow up with your main radiance oil. Just from that one experience, you'll feel a difference because you've cleansed your hair, you've now replenished moisture, and you've sealed it with an emollient oil. All right. So that's the first way you can use it immediately after a shampoo. Then in 2 to 3 days, you can go in with your moisture infusion, followed by your main radiance oil to refresh it. I get a lot of questions, or I've had questions before, how much should I use? The cool thing about the moisture infusion, one, it comes with a lock, right? So it's locked when you get it. You want to unlock it, take that down. We offer the moisture infusion a trigger sprayer. This is going to allow you to get maximum product with little effort. So you don't want to have to keep pumping, push. Got one spray, boom. Got one side, one section. You usually need about 4 sprays. So you need this side, back. If you break your hair into 4 quadrants, 4 sprays is enough. If your hair is really long, spray the ends, front side and back side. You don't want to have it drenching. You don't need to dampen your hair. A mist is enough. All right. Then you put your main radiance in your hand, emulsify it into your hand, squeeze it into your locks, pat it into the scalp area. All right. That is it. You will feel the difference in your locks within the next 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. These are botanically based products, so it takes a minute for everything to penetrate and work. These are not heavy conditioning products, so you should not feel slip on your hair. It's not going to feel tacky. It's not going to feel slippery as soon as you put it in your hair. No, they're all naturally formulated, derived. So give it a minute, 5 minutes, let it penetrate in your hair. You'll feel the difference. You repeat in 2 to 3 days. That is it. All right. Hopefully that answered your questions about how to use the products. I do also have video demonstrations just about what I described yesterday. I do have video tutorials if you may came in at the end, or if you just get the products and you're like, okay, now what did she say to do? I have videos, of course. I'm all about education and empowerment, so you know exactly what to do and you're able to take care of your locks at home. If you have any questions, or if you're like just wanting to know what anything else about the moisturizing duo, I welcome you to ask them in the comment section. Now, if you're excited, like Janice says, I'm looking for a product home, come on over to Crown Elements. If you head over to crownelements.com and want to add the moisturizing duo to your cart, if you enter good to you, all one word, so good, the number 2 and the word you, good to you, at checkout, you'll receive a special discount from me on these products. This discount is applicable until next Sunday. I believe the 23rd is Sunday. Yeah, and so yeah, feel free to come back to this video if you have questions, if you want to take advantage of the code. That is there for you. It is also listed in the description box. You can click the link that'll take you directly to the site. But the products are called crownelements.com, and this is our moisturizing duo. Hopefully that helped and made sense to you about how to incorporate moisturizer and an oil into your regimen, what it looks like when you get a new product, making sure that you're cleansing, starting fresh before you use it, and also not overusing the products. All right. These products come in 2 ounce bottles. So they're like, I don't want to say trial size, because trial I feel like is like 1 ounce, but they're safe enough that you can travel with them and you have enough of the product to really get a good feel of the product in your hair. We also offer them separately. So if you're looking for, or if you like it, you can get the main radiance in a 4 ounce size, and our moisture infusion also retails in a 4 ounce and an 8 ounce size. All right. But if you just want to try it and try them together as a combination, because again, it's very harmonious how they work together, you can check them out in the moisturizing duo. All right. If you don't have any other questions, or if you're watching the replay and your question wasn't answered, come back on Thursday. Every Thursday live, just like we are right now, I do a Q&A to answer questions not only about products, but anything that may be going on with your lock journey as a loctician, and as somebody who has had locks for actually it's been a decade now. I remember when I first got started, I had so many questions. There was no one here to answer them. And so before I became a loctician, trying to figure things out on my own, it was a lot. So now I strive to show up to help you have a easier and enjoyable journey, and making sure you're getting it right the first time, not having to start over. Yeah, so the question is, do you take clients? I do also have a salon. Right now, we're in the process of hiring new locticians. So, yes, we will be taking more clients coming soon. I would say the end of February, we'll be able to have people come in full time. But yes, we do take clients. I'm in the DMV area. I'm in Maryland. So yeah, thank you so much for your time and your presence. Hopefully this was helpful and insightful. If you learned anything, definitely hit the like button on the video. Share it with a friend. I would truly appreciate it. And if nothing else, if you could do one thing for me, drink some water. Have 8 ounces of water today. If you could treat yourself like that, I would be grateful for it. Okay. Yes, Sherry, you're down the street from me. I am in PG County. So, yeah. Let me see. I saw you put your pronunciation in the comments. Deirdre. True. 73 ounces every day. MVP out here. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate you. And I will talk to you again on Thursday. Peace, love.